So I was looking on eBay, just perusing through it, like a normal person would do. And I find myself looking at 3DS games. There's a game that is notoriously bad on the 3DS called Chibi Robo Ziplash. There's a guy I watch on YouTube. His name is Scott the Waz. He just did a long video on it. So I'm like, you know what? I want to find that game and I want to get it. So it's a rather cheap game. It's not a very expensive game. It's not super desirable because it's bad. So I find one on eBay. Someone's selling one for about $7 with, I think it had free shipping. I can't remember. And so I submitted an offer for $5.50. That's what I sent the offer, and they accept the offer very quickly. Like within minutes, they accept the offer. Yeah, I got the notification saying, this seller has accepted your offer. So I was like, okay, great. I get this crappy game for $5. Anyway, I'm going to go pay for it, and it doesn't let me put in my debit card because he wants me to pay through PayPal. It's like, okay, a lot of eBay sellers don't do that, but I guess if you want me to. So I messaged him. I'm like, hey, I didn't know you wanted this to be sold. I didn't know you wanted me to pay you through PayPal. If you can wait a couple days, I'll transfer the money from my bank into my PayPal and then pay you. He's like, yeah, that's fine. But when do you think it'll be? When do you think it'll be ready? When do you think the money will be in there? I check it and it says like transaction fund transfer expected July 21st. And so I was like, okay, that's like 4 days away, 4 or 5 days away. So I tell him that. He's like, okay. So the 21st comes around and the money is in there. And so I go back onto eBay. I'm like, pay now. So I send him the money through PayPal, from my PayPal to his PayPal. I'm like, okay, that's it. There's nothing to do now. I've paid for it, and now all we're gonna do is wait. Anyway, a couple days later, the guy's like, hey man, you haven't paid me. I have this item ready to go. I need you to pay me. It's like, I did pay you. He goes, oh, I mean, you could try to prove it all you want, but I got facts backing it up. He kept using the word facts.
Is this guy like an older guy?
I don't know.
Wait. You could try to prove it all you want, but I got facts.
He was very much like, I'm not new to this. I've done this before. So basically like saying, like, don't try to pull a fast one on me. I sent him screenshots from both eBay and PayPal that the funds had been removed from my PayPal and sent to him on eBay. I'm like, it says you need to confirm the transaction on PayPal. Like, it says it's on your end. He's like, he just sends me a screenshot. He goes, it literally just a screenshot on, and he says, facts, period. Payment pending. I'm like, yeah, it says payment pending on my end too. I'm like, it's not.
Yeah, it's probably pending because he just needs to confirm it. Yeah.
I told him that, and then a couple days, like the next day, he messaged me again. He's like, you need to pay. It's like, you haven't paid me for this. And it's like, yes, I have. And so I was sort of fed up with it because this guy's being really hostile. He's like, it's like, I've done this before. It's like, I'm not new to any of this. This is not my first rodeo. I go onto the eBay help page and I end up talking to this agent and I tell him the whole spiel. I give them all my information. They're like, okay, give me 1 second to look at it. And they're like, yeah, he hasn't verified his PayPal account. So basically the money is on hold. Even though I sent the money, his PayPal wasn't active. And I said, what can I do to just cancel this order? Because honestly, I don't want to give this guy my business anymore. And they're like, you can just cancel the order and just wait 30 days. It'll go away. And I'm like, this isn't going to reflect negatively on my eBay score. Because eBay has like a scoring system where you rate people. And basically, if you have a low rating, that can kind of hurt you. I don't want that to affect me. So like, yeah, we've got this all documented here. So don't worry about that. Then I look at his eBay page. He became a member on May 14th, 2020. He has 2 total feedbacks, both as a buyer. He has 0 feedback as a seller.
So I guess this was his first.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, okay. To be fair, he could have had another account. You know what I mean? He could have had something else.
That's true, but from
this is his new one.
From the way it looked on this account, he's like, yeah, it's like, don't mess with me, man, because there are some people that I've bought stuff from for tens of thousands of sales.
Yeah.
This guy, he is not. It looked like he hadn't sold anything. I don't want to do business with him. I don't want to give him my money. He was being too hostile, and if I could leave him a negative review, I would. But I can't because there was no sale. So
I'm assuming this eBay.
They told him like, we're gonna email him and tell him
that it wasn't verified.
It was your fault.
See, I wish you would have been like, if you would have had some kind of email interaction with an eBay person or some kind of executive, whatever you talk to. Screenshot that where they say, oh, he just hasn't verified his account yet, so the money is pending because of that reason. Send it to him. A little bit of pettiness, but just be like, facts.
Yeah, just facts. This guy has a lot of weird stuff he's selling. He's selling a pair of Adidas for $24. So martial arts, karate training practice shoes. Yeah, so shout out to Yao Yao _17 on eBay. Just kidding, yeah. We love you. Feel free to come back on the podcast anytime and spit out some more facts. But make sure your PayPal's verified. Facts.